Hello and welcome to Miss Price Creates. Today I'm going to be planning for this coming week in my planner. Let me check the days. It is for June 21st through June 27th. It is in my A5 Daily Duo, and I'm going to be using a kit here from Planner Kate. Here is the kit number. I just use her header sheet and then the sheet for the time blocks, just in case I have something I want to put down that I want to use a box for. If not, I'll use it for a future kit. But that is that. Let's go ahead and get started. It's Sunday night at about 9:23, and I'm just finishing up doing all the things that need to be done before the week starts. It seems like the weekend flew by this weekend, and I'm not ready for it to be Monday already, but you know what? There's only one other option, right? I love these date dots. I haven't used any of the Planner Kate kits in some time now, but I wanted to try her A5 Daily Duo kits because there wasn't too many shops that had this size, and I knew that she always comes out with them fairly quickly. So I saw this one and I thought it was so pretty and I had to have it. Okay, so we have those all dated. So now let's go ahead and just get to whiting out. If any of you are fathers, I want to say happy Father's Day, because today's Father's Day. What did you guys do this weekend? My husband, he had the surgery, so we hung out around the house. On Saturday, we went to the car show and went to a barbecue place for lunch. That was really good. And then after that, I took my daughter to our local mall, if you can call it a mall. There's like 5 stores in it. It's tiny. I live in a smaller town, and they call it a mall, but I don't really consider it a mall. It's not that big. It's pretty small, actually. But anyways, we went to the mall, and I got a new bathing suit top, because the one I had, after wearing it on Friday, I noticed like the color, like the pink in the bathing suit was like bleeding onto my skin, and I've worn it before, so I don't know why it was doing that. It's not like it was in like a new bathing suit, and it was it was the first time I wore it or anything. I've been wearing it for like a year now, and all of a sudden it decided to start bleeding. So I got a new swimsuit top, and she bought herself with her birthday money a dress, and then she also went to Claire's and got herself some like little jewelry and stuff from there. I remember going to Claire's when I was a kid. It was one of those things that I think all little girls remember going to do, is going to Claire's. They had some cute stuff there for super cheap. She really wants her ears pierced, but I told her she can't have her ears pierced until she's older. I know some people get their kids' ears pierced super, super early, but I want her to wait until like she's a preteen to get them done. I think I'll probably have her wait till she's like 12 and then do her ears. So even though she's been asking every time she sees it, I waited until I was 12, and it's a funny story actually. So I begged and begged my mom to get my ears pierced, and then on my 12th birthday, she's like, okay, fine, you can get your ears pierced. So she took me down, and I was all excited, and they pierced one ear, and I wouldn't let them do the second ear. I was like, nope, not gonna happen. So there I was, 12 years old, 1 ear pierced, refused to let them do the second ear. It hurt too bad, and I was like, nope, done, not gonna happen. So my mom, of course, was not pleased, because she had just took me down there and spent the money on doing it. And back then, you know, we didn't have that much money. So she took me down, and I refused to do it. So I think like a year or two later, I asked to get my ears pierced again. So of course my mom agreed, and she took me down again, but this time they pierced both ears at the same time. I had my ears pierced way back. I guess it's common practice now is to do both at the same time. But back when I originally had my ears pierced, which was what? I'm 39, so you do the math. That's a long time ago. They didn't pierce both ears at the same time back then. But I can see why they do it now, because I could see a lot of people, like a lot of kids, not wanting to get that second ear pierced after they got the first one pierced. So how old were you guys when you got your ears pierced? I'm curious if I'm being unrealistic by wanting my daughter to wait till she's 12, or if that's common. I just think she's too young, you know. I don't want her to. I know there's some people that get like their kids pierced when they're like a baby, and I have no judgment for that. It's just I don't know if I want her to have her ears pierced that young. To me, it's more of like a older kid, you know, preteen turning into a grown-up kind of thing. I don't know. I don't want her to have that. Also, there's a lot of upkeep and care for taking care of pierced ears, and I really think the kids need to be mature enough to do that. I somehow got pink on my thumb, and I have no idea where that came from. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, what did I touch? I don't, no clue. That's so bizarre. Huh, interesting. Okay, well, let's hope that none of the pink gets onto my planner. Oops, oh, good. I thought that white was out. Again, if you've watched, nope, it is out. If you watch any of my other Plan With Me's, I use the Tombow whiteout as my absolute favorite. I can write on it right after putting it down, and I have like no issues. I can pull stickers up off of it, and a majority of the time it doesn't pull the whiteout up, which is nice, because nothing worse than like placing a sticker down and then having to replace it and then having to redo the whiteout. That looks like super crooked, huh? Let's see here. There we go. I don't have any, other than that, really, this weekend we didn't really do much. I did the yards today, mowed, and I weed eated, and I did all that stuff. I made my husband dinner. We all ran errands. That was about it. Nothing super fun or exciting today. What did you guys do for Father's Day? Or just, if you weren't celebrating Father's Day, what did you do this weekend? That was fun. The weather's still kind of wishy-washy here. I really don't know if weather really gets hot here in Montana. This is my first summer here for the full summer. And so far, like right now it's 70 degrees. So far it's not gotten over like 73, 74 degrees. A few days it's been 80. And a few days it's been, well, I wouldn't say a few days. Like one day it's been 90. But other than that, it's like pretty cool here all the time. We went to the pool on Friday, which I was super excited about, because even though it was only like 73 at the pool, it was fairly it was really comfortable. It wasn't too cold to go swimming. It wasn't too hot to sit outside the pool. It was nice. But you know, being from California, we're really used to like these hot summers, like 108, 109. So the 75 is nice here. The only problem with where I'm at now is that in the winter, which is like 8 months out of the year, the winter, it's like cold, like freezing or below freezing all winter. It starts snowing in like October. When we moved here, it snowed like the first week we were here, and we moved here October 19th, and it already started snowing, and we had snow pretty regularly all the way up into it snowed until like March, April, and then it finally stopped snowing. So it gets cold here. We had at one point, it usually sits at about 0 degrees or like in the early teens. And there was like 1 week where we had like negative 29 degrees. And that's pretty cold. It's so, the weather's so cold here all the time that the kids play outside, rain, snow, or shine, unless it's 0 degrees or less, which is crazy. Coming from California, like when it rains and the kids don't go outside, it was pretty crazy to me that, you know, our kids go outside and play when it's like snowing. Like it's common practice. What you do in the winter here is you send your kids to school in snow pants and snow boots and like full like winter gear. And then they have a mudroom at the school, and when the kids go into class, they just take off their snow gear and they take off their boots, and you send the school slippers to keep there and tennis shoes for PE. So the kids have their tennis shoes they can do on their PE days, and then they have their slippers to wear in class. So that's what they do all winter, which is pretty cool, you know, fun for the kids, you know, to get to wear slippers at school. And then, but yeah, you have to send them in like full get up. I remember when it was like negative 29, I had to even send my kids to school in like gaiters and beanies and gloves and everything, because when it's that cold, man, you're outside for like 10, not even a few minutes, and you're gonna get like frostbite at that temperature. My daughter, I have a picture of her all like in her winter get up that week, and she reminded me of Ralphie's little brother on A Christmas Story, all done up. Okay, well that went quick. So I'll save this because I'll save it for the numbers, the dates, for future kits where I might not necessarily have the date dots for it. I'll go ahead and save that for it, because I never know when I'm going to need a date dot. And then I'll use this last one here. And that is it. That is the base for this week. I do have some vitamin stickers and whatnot. You can see I put here that I add to it each day. So I'll make sure to add that into this. It's just I'm not going to make you sit and go through the tedious process. Oops, I forgot a social media process of doing that here on camera. You can see the base of my layout and how I do things. Here's where my running list of to-dos for the day goes. And then here, obviously, is where my social media goes. Up at the top here, I put the weather. I put some fun quote stickers, maybe some fun character stickers. And that is it. And then down here is where I use for like health and wellness. The bottom portions here I use to put my meals, what I made for dinner. But that is about it. You can see here, you know, how I kind of use things, my little cleaning lists and everything. But that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and give me a like and subscribe if you'd like to know when my next videos are. I try to do a A5 Daily Duo video every Sunday, and also I try to do the A5 horizontal videos on either Friday or Saturday, just depending on my schedule. So if you want to see my A5 horizontal video, I did post that on Friday a few days ago, so you can go ahead and check that out. It actually should link it at the end of this video as a should watch video. But anyways, you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.